Now, what will our glorified bodies be like? Well, we can examine Christ after he resurrected because we are told specifically we'll have a body like his body. So, what are we to expect? We are told that we will have a body like his resurrected body. This brings up a few questions. Three questions that I'd like to address right here. Will we need to eat as Christ ate fish? Number two, if so, will we digest the food? That's been a big question for many Christians. Number three, will we look the same? Well, let's address the very first one right off the bat. Will we need to eat? We are told that we will partake of the tree of life once a month. Revelation 22. Though Christ did eat fish on earth, we are not told that it was of necessity. He also breathed air, but we are not told that that was necessary either. We know that flesh and blood will not have blood in heaven. We know that Christ, he had no blood. He was flesh and bone. We'll come to that right here in a second. But whenever you inhale oxygen, it goes into the lungs. And then that sends oxygen throughout your blood. And then that goes to the brain and the different parts of your body that needs oxygen to live. We'll not have blood then. I don't think we'll need to breathe. It is worthy of note that the fish that he ate were, of course, dead. We are specifically told that there is no death in the New Jerusalem. Number two, is there digestion? Will we have to use the bathroom in heaven? It's, of course, natural to bring this up. The answer, of course, is no. We are told that Christ was of flesh and bone. His blood was shed for our payment. Digestion is needed when there is blood, and blood is only the life of the earthly flesh, not spiritual. Christ was also able to disappear and reappear at will. This denotes the ethereal nature of the new bodies, not restricted to physical or natural qualities. We'll not have to use the bathroom in heaven. Now for the third and final question, will we look the same? Answer, we know that Christ was able to change his appearance in Mark 16:12. Remember the two disciples, they couldn't recognize him on the road. He was able to shapeshift in a way, quite radical. He also appeared radically different to John in Revelation 1:13 and 16. It terrified John. John spent 3 years on earth with his beloved master, and suddenly he sees him before him glorified. And he says his eyes were like fire. His face was like the sun in its strength. His voice is the sound of many waters, and every single word that he said pierced through everything. He was so terrified, he collapsed. He said, and I fell at his feet as a dead man. One may also figure into the equation the many abnormalities in which Christians have and now possess. These will be changed drastically, and one may conclude that most, if not all, our features will be as well. We are given a body that pleases God, not one that is dependent upon DNA and all of these abnormalities that we see within human nature.